Now, if you remember, last time I was on, I talked about being royalty and being born into God's family. I gave an example that Pastor used about the queen and the position that she came in with, and knowing the title she had, the position she had, and knowing the people behind her. She didn't come in with arrogance, but yet she came in with that authority, right? And so I want to talk this week about part two, royalty, because I believe it's so important. And it's something that I've been working on in my own life. It's something we've been learning about in church. And it's so vital for us to get a hold of and to really grasp. But a few weeks ago, I had a dream. And in this dream, we were at my grandparents', and they somehow lived by the beach. And so there was their house, and then this big marshy area, and then there was the beach, but you could see it looking out the window. It was gorgeous. And then on the side, there was a channel of water. And so in the dream, Dad was there, and he was talking about continuously saying, "Get ready, they're coming, get ready, are you ready?" Over and over and over again. And so in the dream, he was talking about the devil. He was talking about the enemy and his attack that he had on us. So I remember calling, looking out the window, seeing, is he here yet? Is he here yet? And then meanwhile, I was doing different things to prepare. And so one day I was walking on the beach with somebody, and down this channel, in the distance, we saw this billboard type thing. And I thought, what in the world is that? And so at the top, there were lights, like flashing lights. And so as it got closer, we realized that's a camera, and it's taking pictures of us and video of us, and it's doing surveillance. And so we dropped down to the ground. It was like a movie, like all of a sudden something's coming. So we dropped down to the ground, and then it went by. It didn't see us. But as soon as that went by, I heard Dad's voice again say, "They're here. Are you ready? They're here, and they just got pictures of you." And so we went running back to the house, and I got on this old school intercom kind of phone, and I was telling everybody in the house, "They're here, we need to get ready, we need to go." So we go outside, and all these boats and things started coming towards us, and from the beach, from the water. And in the midst of all these things, all of a sudden there was a person, and they were kind of floating on the water. It was like a boat, but they were floating on the water. And I knew in my head, in my heart, that's the devil. It wasn't demons, it was the devil himself. So we get ready, we sit down, and we're looking around waiting for all these things to come up. And all of a sudden this person came up and was sitting in front of me. By this time, there was a crowd of people that had gathered, and they were all just watching. And so I remember looking at this, and I said, that's the devil. He's inside of that person. And I don't know if people didn't believe me or what, because at that moment I said, "Come out and show yourself." So the devil came out, and in the dream, it was like this squid type thing, and it had all these tentacles, and it was like ridiculous looking. And so he came up out of it, and he was trying to almost levitate, so to speak, and make himself look big. And he just all of a sudden flopped down, and he was trying to flail away. And it was the most ridiculous looking thing I have ever seen in my life. And by ridiculous, I mean like so puny, so small. We were all bent over trying to look at it because it was so small. And he had no power. It had nothing. And he was literally like flailing away. It was so, it was almost comical. And so all of a sudden, me and the people around me started saying, "You are defeated. You are nothing." In like half of a second, we didn't have to say it long. He completely disappeared. But in the dream, it wasn't that he went back to hell or something. He was done. He was no more. He was completely defeated. And it was like that. All we had to use was our words. We were stomping on the ground, and stuff like that, but nothing happened. Like, he was just gone. And I woke up from the dream and I thought, whoa, like, is that really what he looks like? Is he really that puny? I think in my head, sometimes I get this picture that I think he would look like. And, it can be intimidating because, you see all these movies and you see how the world personifies the devil, if that's the right word. But they make him into this big, huge, scary, evil thing. And yes, he's evil. Oh, he is so evil. But he's not this big, powerful thing like we think he is. He is nothing. He's puny. We have so much power. God has given us power over the devil. And he's nothing. He tries all these things, but it's only if we let him that he succeeds. Think about that. The devil has been trying to come against me with a lot of things, with my health and with our family, with things like that. And especially with vertigo. I dealt with vertigo a long time ago, just like a little bout of it. But lately, the last few weeks, it's been every single day that the devil has been pushing this on me. And you know what I started doing? I thought about that dream and I thought, no, I'm not going to let this happen. The devil is literally so puny, flailing around. He's not going to come against me. He's not going to bother me. I'm not going to let him succeed with the plans that he has for me. No. Who does he think he is? Because I know who I am, and I am a child of God. And when that comes on, when I feel the room start spinning and I feel the room float, you know what I've been doing? Nope. I am a child of God. Jesus died over 2,000 years ago for my healing, and the devil's not going to take that away from me. And instantly, I promise, instantly, it has been gone. I've not dealt the vertigo, the dizziness, all that has been gone completely. Instantly. You know what he does the next day? He tries it again. Nope. I'm not going to let it happen. The devil is not going to defeat me. He is defeated. He is not going to get me down. And guess what? It's gone. Boy, if we could just get this in our hearts, how much greater would things be? How much better would it be? Jesus has died 2,000 years ago for our healing, to free us from all these things, to free us from sin, to free us from guilt and from shame. He didn't come to condemn us, but he came to bring us life. We need to start walking in that royal position. Are we arrogant? Absolutely not. In Matthew 19:26, it says, "But with man, these things are not possible, but with God, anything is possible." It's not our own will. It's not our own power and might, because we are nothing. But it's with God that all these things are possible. So I encourage you today, take that position. Remember that. It's funny. I woke up and I thought, the devil, he really just looks puny like that? Is that really what he looks like? Well, hey, I can defeat him with God's help. Instantly I heard, how long is that going to last? Are you really going to think that for a while? How long is that going to last? And I thought, nope, I am not going to fall for that, because that's the devil speaking. That wasn't from God. And I've kept that mentality. Have I been perfect every time? No, I'm failing miserably every day with something. But that's the human nature in me. However, with God, nothing is impossible. And he has come to bring you life, to bring you freedom from whatever it is. But you have to walk it out. Declare it out with your mouth, because your words have a huge part to play. Your thoughts have a huge part to play in what you do and how things play out in your life, so to speak. So I encourage you, remember, with God, everything is possible. We can't do it in and of ourselves, but if you declare out God's word over your life, I guarantee you're going to see a big difference. and He is going to be there every step of the way. Thank you for watching MidPoint. We hope that this has brought you some encouragement, and we can't wait to see you right back here next week, 8 p.m. Have a blessed week.